So, I can turn into a toad now. I don't know if that does anything for you. You know, all the warts and stuff, but hey, I got a really long tongue. Anyway, what's cracking with you people? Anansi here, and welcome back to the Jade Empire. And the last one, we finished clearing out the marsh of Gal's men, and we rescued Dawnstar from Gal himself after brutally killing him in a one-on-one fist fight. And this one, we're going to go ahead and return Dawnstar to Two Rivers.
What happened to Gao's men? I thought they abandoned him, but it looks like you had to fight them all. I didn't realize you took that much of a risk getting to me. Thank you.
I didn't fight them all, but I didn't want to fight them all, but there was no real choice. They chose their path, I just happened to cross it, or I enjoyed it. It was real, not like the friends was sparring at the school. More neutral path, they chose their path, I just happened to cross it.
I guess so. I heard Gao ordering them to kill anyone who approached. It's too bad so many people had to suffer for this. His mercenaries didn't seem too eager to follow me into the cave, though. It seemed like they were humoring him. Maybe they were his father's men. Wait. Do you hear something? There are so many. Where are they coming from?
You should be more concerned with where they are going. You may have won a victory over Gao the Lesser, but it looks like he put things in motion that have outlived him.
What? What do you mean?
These machines have weapons. They drop casks that explode on impact. There will be soldiers on the ground as well.
Was that what Gao meant? He said something about death coming from above for Master Li.
He kidnapped you so you wouldn't get caught in an attack? Was this all just trying to get me out of the village? Well, no, that's definitely not it. He kidnapped you so you wouldn't get caught in an attack?
It doesn't matter. We have to get back. The students, everyone will need our help.
Walk away, Dawnstar. You won't get there in time. Better to avert your eyes than see something you care about fall to ruin. Save yourself the pain.
I will not run from a fight, or we have to try. There has to be a way, or that's your solution to everything. Just walk away. I like looking surprised. Yeah, it's like, dude, we gotta try. Come on, we gotta go. Like, we have to try. There has to be a way.
This machine of Gao's, do you know how to make it work? Could you fly it?
I doubt there are two people in the Empire that know how they work. It's a baffling combination of magic and artifice.
I just need to know if we can control it safely, get to the point we're working on it. How do you know so much about it? Like, how do you know so much about it?
I've seen this kind of attack before. The tools used are different, but it's the same kind of destruction.
So you don't really know?
If you actually cared about the safety of this machine, you wouldn't be about to fly it into a swarm of enemies. What guarantee do you want? There is a handle attached to something like the reins of an ox yoke. You move it left and right, forward and back. It should swim through the air fairly smoothly.
So it's like flying a swimming ox. Well, that helps.
Will you come to help us, Zhu? You seem to have a good heart.
If you are intent on returning, I will accompany you. I've already done more than I wanted, but I could not avoid this forever.
You are an interesting person, sagacious Zhu. Your eyes hold a great sadness that is oddly familiar to me, but I don't know why.
I try to understand his trouble, but he won't let me.
Perhaps I am imagining it. We will discuss it another time. I hope we are not too late.
And now we're at our first minigame.
We have to hurry.
Have you ever played Galaga? That's basically what it is. Now you automatically start off at low health on this one. I don't know why.
Can drop explosives. This is worse than I thought.
Focus power up. Any focus orb you see is pretty much a blast power up.
The town.
You can tap the attack button, which is A, or you can hold it down. B is your magic, and whatnot gives you a shield. So yeah, there you go.
No! This can't be!
It is what I expected. I'm sorry you had to see this.
I saw the smoke from the air, but I didn't think it would be so bad. Everyone is gone.
We will find survivors. There has to be someone left.
I hope you are right. Master Li wouldn't let this happen, not without a fight.
Do what you can together. We will meet in the heart of your school.
Learned Radiant Ore, and we have a level up. Well, let's go ahead and level up. So we have a little bit of time here, so let's go ahead and upgrade. I'm going to upgrade my focus a little bit more, because our health is actually doing alright, all things considered. Actually, yeah, we're good right here. I always focus on my focus, really. But we have 4 style points now. I mentioned this earlier, but as you level up, you will gain more and more style points. Let's see here. Now, what we want to do here? I think our damage is okay, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade the speed on our legendary strike. I always max out the speed first, as much as I can. Well, I say as much as I can. Yeah, I always max it out first, just because I prefer to hit fast rather than hit hard. Because even if you hit hard, if you can't get your attacks off, there's no point in having the damage. You have to essentially rely on focus. Bones. What we got here for bones? Some silver, and here's Old Ming. Dead. Cave is blocked from this side, but can we... well, you know, we gotta save spots and whatnot. But can we enter it from...
No. It's all gone. Why did Gao's father do this? Why are his men here?
Good question. Can we go in here? Yes, we can, but we can't enter that one here, and there's nothing here for us to get, so... Yeah. Dang.
I hate this. There's no challenge in killing simple peasants.
They said no survivors, so there better be no survivors.
I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential.
Do you want to ask Cal the Greater? No. So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors. Looks like we have a few more peasants to put down.
Let's just make it quick.
Alright then. Take care of Spear Guy, if you don't mind. There we go. See what I tell you. Our damage is good enough for right now, so speed really is what we need to focus on. We can also go to focus on focus reduction, but you know, it is what it is. Now I believe the woman they killed was Lynn. I think Lynn was the one that just died, or at the very least one of the other female students. Some that have very generic faces.
The school, burning. Every spring, I planted flowers, one for each student. Now everything, everyone is gone. Don't let it be true.
Oh. I don't need that. I didn't use any of my I didn't use anything on that. That's why it was honestly too easy. And there goes Dawnstar's home. Oh yeah, they wasted no time in this.
Keep going! There are others in the school! I'll look to the villagers and save as many as I can. Go!
Figures Kiamen would do alright. Can't go there because it's blocked off, so yeah, if it wasn't clear to you at this point, any and all side quests you may have had at this point are done. If you didn't complete them or if you didn't get any of the training, that was it. So that is your one warning. A little bit late, but it should have been fairly obvious if you were familiar with the concept of the hero's journey at all inside things like this. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I don't know why I didn't, but with you and Dawnstar, and I believe it is just you and Dawnstar, if you pick up a health pickup, Dawnstar gets the benefits. She heals if you pick up a health restoring thing. Inferior charm gem. Now remember, I sold one of these off, and I told you we're going to get more of these later because they're abundant out the wazoo. I wasn't kidding. For right now, though, we have only those gems, so we're going to work. We're going to work with those for the moment, just to kind of have things to have on our person.
What is this? We missed a couple of these pitiful students? This is like crushing ants. There's no end to you people.
Ants. That's all their lives were to you?
Monster, you'll pay for this slaughter.
But that's what the rest of your fellows said too. Just before their heads hit the ground. Men! Gal the Greater wants this village cleared. Get the job done. Longsword.
And the one thing I find interesting about this is that the female, bandit design, as far as I can tell, they almost always all wear armor. The male bandits are the ones who are dressed in less, and it's an odd design choice. I'm not certain what the mindset behind it was, but makes them look cool and they stand out.
Legendary strike.
Okay, another one of these mercenary types. And now we deal with the Kingpin. Well, I say Kingpin, you deal with the vendor leader. He's nowhere near that big, and I doubt 95% of his body mass is muscle. Yeah, when I found out about that, a Kingpin with 300 pounds and almost all of it was muscle, that was, Gal's Lieutenant. Okay, longsword time. Freaking Wolverine over here. Now, the thing about this lieutenant, he's fast. A lot of the skills will hit very quickly and it will disorient you. That's why I say don't worry about upgrading your damage, just get your speed up.
There were so many. Everywhere. And fire from the skies.
Shh. We've chased off all of Gao's men. He'll be safe now.
No, they came later. First there were fighters in black. With fists you could hardly see. She told them where to attack and they turned like one mind. One purpose. Except for the one. He stood alone. His armor so black. Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't get out.
You'll be all right. Just be still.
I tried. I tried so hard. I'm sorry.
Wu said... He said there was no warning. Just calm skies and then fire from above. He organized the students, but they were overrun. Master Li was taken when it began. He went without a fight, giving them what they wanted. But afterwards, the students... they were killed anyway.
The Lotus Assassins. They leave no one alive to tell the tale. People fear the unknown. For Gao the Greater to have them as allies is troubling. The figure your friend spoke of is Death's Hand, the leader of the Lotus Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did.
Why would they come here? Where did they take Master Li? Why did we wade through Gao's men if this is someone else's work? Wu mentioned a woman giving orders. What about her?
A lieutenant, perhaps. Death's Hand leads all others. He would not appear unless this was important. He usually acts behind the scenes. I don't know why they were so intent on taking your Master Li, but they never attack without purpose.
Gao must have known. Did he mention anything to you, Dawnstar? Master Li said I was important, that I was destined for a great conflict, or Master Li told me he was the Emperor's brother. Gao overheard.
That's not possible. Sun Li, the glorious strategist, was the Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army. Your Master Li cannot be him.
Why not?
Because he can't. Sun Li was declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the third brother, Prince Qin. And besides, the glorious strategist would not have made such mistakes.
What mistakes?
Revealing himself, for one. For another, he would have known that giving himself up would not save your students.
If Death's Hand is as vicious as you say, you have to try something. You're just a better spot hunter. What do you know? Or wouldn't you recognize him? You must have seen him when visiting the village.
I stayed on the outskirts. I saw him at a distance a couple of times, but had no reason to look past the beard for a man 20 years dead. I had other interests. It doesn't matter. I know enough about the glorious strategist to say he would not have made these mistakes. And I know far too much about the Lotus Assassins. I was one.
You clearly aren't now. Skip the details, just tell me how to find Master Li. That explains your unwillingness to come here. You recognize the feeling you attacked it? Well, we could go with the whole just let the past be the past, but it could be intuitive, like, that explains your unwillingness to come here. You recognize the familiar tactic.
It doesn't matter.
No, he is right to question me. I'm accustomed to such suspicion.
It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, whatever you were, you did not do this, and you do not have our master. We need to decide what to do. When we know where we are going, when we have a plan, then we can talk about who knows what.
We must find where they took Master Li and rescue him. Master Li was training me for a journey. I should continue with that, or we need to figure out how and why Gao triggered this. A better thing to do would be for us to continue with what we were doing. Master Li was training me for a journey. I should continue with that.
I don't know anything about that. But I suppose I can try to point you in a productive direction. If you wish to pursue this, we should head to the heart of the Empire, the Imperial City.
Why? What is there? Master Li may have old friends who could help us there, or will that get us closer to Gao the Greater? Like, why? What is there?
Gao the Greater was behind this attack, but I suspect there is someone else behind him. You will find your answers in the Imperial City.
You know a lot. We will have to talk about the source of that knowledge.
Yes, I'm still curious about you, Lord Sebastian. That's a nice way of saying we still don't trust you. And if you're lying, I'll see that you answer for it. Let's be quiet about it. That's a nice way of saying we still don't trust you.
Make whatever judgment you wish. I assure you, I have already made worse.
Let's go. I don't want to be here. I want to go where I can actually make a difference.
That is a very common desire. The hardest to achieve, but very common. Come, let's see if we can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again. It won't be stable enough to get to the Imperial City, but we might reach the trading village of Tian's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire. If we are lucky, we can find someone to give us passage. If we're lucky.
This route is plagued with enemy ships. What do you want to do? Now, we can choose to evade the enemy, or we can attack. You always want to attack. Now, here's the thing about wanting to attack every chance you get. You do actually get bonuses. For completing these mini games. I forget the exact bonuses because it has been a while since I've actually done, Jade Empire, but I remember most of it enough to be able to assure you that yes, you do get extra. You do get extra bonuses for doing the attack routes, so it does help to give it a try. Alright, it's X that you use to activate the special skills, and then for every enemy you destroy, you get your chi back. So that's something to keep in mind. That would be with X.
That was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm fine. Dawson, are you okay?
I'm okay too, a little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Or, then I guess we're grounded until we find a wind map.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Li's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing wouldn't take to the air again.
So we need to find a wind map and a new flyer. Things just keep getting better and better, don't they?
Not to further darken your mood, but flyers and wind maps are rare, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Li had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them.
Don't worry, Dawnstar. I'll find a way to get us flying again. I don't plan on being stuck here for long. We'll figure something out. It's hopeless. We'll never catch up to Master Li now. So pessimistic. Don't worry, Dawnstar. I'll find a way to get us flying again.
I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Li gets farther away from us.
We're near Tian's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction.
Okay, let's go check out the town. Zoo, you come with me? Okay, or let's get moving. Dawnstar, come with me.
Very well. I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But that could just be your influence.
We should get going. There has to be a better place for us to rest than this. Let's go.